Welcome to Perry Unlikely. Let's talk about Chainlink. Why is it important and where is it headed in this bull market? Can it reach $1,000? I'm going to answer that today. So in the world of crypto, you have to have data. You need real world data. Before oracles, there was no way to get such data on chain. So enters Chainlink. Chainlink provides real world data and brings it on chain. It is absolutely essential to smart contracts and everything crypto. Many people tend to say that Chainlink is oil to blockchains. I tend to disagree. I believe data is oil to blockchains, just as data is oil to the world. But Chainlink is the oil refinery. So the only way to get the data to the blockchain is through oracles. And the number one oracle just so happens to be Chainlink. If Chainlink were a rock star, it would be Van Halen, Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Metallica, Nirvana. You get the point. So to look at Chainlink's future and what's in store ahead, let's take a look at its partnerships. If you're a bad project, no one's going to want to do partnerships with you. Look at this list of all the partnerships Chainlink has, and since this list came out, it has even more. But even more importantly, let's look at one in particular partner on this list. None other than Oracle. Oracle has been around for over 4 decades and is legit. A lot of stuff that's going on your computer and in the world, on TV, when you look out there, you see surface level. Without oracles, none of this would be possible. You get on Google to get information. Someone has to provide that information. And it's a collection of databases, spreadsheets, tons of information running in the background to give you the information that you have to have. The blockchain is no different. Smart contracts are in the infancy, but are going to be massive. So let's talk about what a smart contract is. Smart contracts are essentially if-then statements. If this happens, then this happens. Well, to have the right data for those, you have to have oracles. That is why Chainlink is so important to smart contracts. So for our first reason, why Chainlink is definitely going to continue to go up, smart contracts are at the very beginning. Let's compare it to games. Right now, smart contracts are at Oregon Trail. Now, many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with Oregon Trail. Matter of fact, in the comments, if you have played Oregon Trail, put a 1 in the comments. But anyway, here's where we're at now. PlayStation 5 just came out. Oregon Trail to games on PlayStation 5. Now you have an idea of how far we have to go, because right now, smart contracts are just at Oregon Trail, but they're going to be massive. They're going to be a part of society everywhere, much like when the internet got started and you could go to a friend's house and they didn't even have a computer. Now, everyone's walking around with a computer in their hand. So simply because of that reason and the growth of smart contracts and the blockchain technology, you can bet your bottom dollar that oracles are going to play a huge part, and none other than Chainlink will be the leader to move oracles into the future. Now, the second reason, we're going to go back to the partnerships. No one has as many partnerships as Chainlink does. I remember when they were starting up, and every other day you were hearing about another partnership, and we're still seeing more partnerships come on board. So I think it's very important to note that companies are understanding how vital Chainlink is to the crypto space, and as more corporations come into the space, they're going to keep on flocking to Chainlink. Third, the marketing. Chainlink's marketing is second to none. In the crypto space, every single project wants to have their name next to Chainlink. And we're even starting to see that in corporate America, such as Oracle teaming up with Chainlink. Now for 4, this one is a heavy hitter. The possibility of a grayscale Chainlink trust could send Chainlink into the atmosphere. Massive buying will begin. You always got to pay attention, like I said on the last video, where the money's going. If money is coming in from institutional players into Chainlink, things are really going to heat up. Right now we sit right here just below all-time highs, about $1 below it. We're at 23 at the time of shooting this, and it is just waiting to break out. 5, Chainlink has the Link Marines. This is massive. I don't know that a better community is out there in the crypto space. We've got recent evidence as far as just yesterday and the past couple of days with how Wall Street Bets on Reddit has teamed up to push prices on GameStop out of this world. Well, I can tell you, Link Marines are every bit as advantageous about pushing this project to the solar system, and they will do that. So now, let's get back to the price of Chainlink. When it comes to the price of Chainlink, as I said at the time of this video, sitting at $23.23. Let's talk about, can it reach that price tag of $1,000? I see this a lot. See it on YouTube, see it on the web. Chainlink to $1,000. Always like to try to take as real of an approach as possible to try to figure out where it could fall long term and in this cycle, because we are currently in a bull cycle. So for Chainlink, currently at $9.3 billion as far as market cap, to get to $1,000, it would have to 43x. That would take it to a market cap of $400 billion. So let's take a step back and say, okay, what if it did a 21.5x? That would put Chainlink at $200 billion for a market cap. And that would put it at a price of $500. In this cycle, which is going to be massive, Bitcoin could go to 150,000. It could go to 300,000. ETH could go to 10,000. It could go to 20,000. Those are going to play a factor on where Chainlink goes. If ETH and Bitcoin don't go to the stratosphere, Chainlink is likely not to go either. They all need each other. Me, I tend to lean towards thinking that we're going to see in between $500 to $700 link if the bull cycle plays out well. For it to reach $1,000 is possible. I do not think it'll happen in this cycle, but I will note that if any crypto can do it, and that's go from 9.3 billion to a $400 billion market cap, it absolutely is Chainlink. This project is phenomenal. As I've said before in another video, my only concern with Chainlink is the distribution. Because when we get up to the top, downward sell pressure, as some people start to take profits, can play an effect. Now, Chainlink staking will help with that. But whether you're the small fish or the whales, if you're paying attention to the cycle, you are likely to want to sell if you believe in the project long term to buy more Link. So the question remains to be seen, but I don't believe we're going to see $1,000. I certainly hope we do. But I think 500 to 700 is not too shabby at all. Down in the comments, let me know what you think. How far, how high will Chainlink go? Do you think it'll reach $1,000? Do you think it'll be $200? And honestly, I think we're going to see a $50 link by the end of February to mid-March. We're going to see big time movement in Link. I do believe that. Thanks for watching Perry Unlikely. And watching this video, please like, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. Hit the bell for notification, and I will see you next time. Oh, and one more thing. I'm not a financial advisor. Seek the help of a pro before you invest.